guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of how to just throw your hair up after it's already been curled, of basically just what I do to definitely give it back some hydration and look a little healthier. Even though you did not really do a lot to your hair, it's just, let's be honest, those lazy moments, and we just want to do something quick because we have a lot of stuff to do today. So we'll be doing some of that in this video, and then I wanted to definitely play with some browns, orange, and mauve colors. And mainly the star of the show was because I wanted to use the Stilla's the Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. So that is what I wanted to definitely play with, and so I incorporated this, and I just really like this. And being that it's summer, and I've done a couple like orangey looks and stuff like that, but let's be honest, it's summer. We want to have those bright, fun colors. So, you know, I'm definitely trying to dabble in with all the different colors that I can for the summer so that there are varieties. But this is what I came up with today. So anyways, if you guys want to see how I got this look and how I did my hair and everything, but first, before I say that, my hair is already up. Like, none of that was in here. I just wanted to show you guys the product that I like to use to hydrate it. So, being that that is all cleared up, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just please keep on watching. Alrighty, so what I'm going to first do is I'm going to moisturize my face. I'm using this new one from Boskia. I'm trying this one out. I've been using before for my moisturizers. I've been using the Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, and I would mix that with the Clinique Moisture Surge, and I like them a lot. There's nothing wrong with them. I just wanted to try something different. So this is what it looks like. Mine kind of got messed up because the shipping and everything, whatever, but I'm gonna just go ahead and moisturize my face with this. And this is my second time using this, and I'm not gonna lie, I like this a lot. Like, it feels really good, it's super hydrating, and it smells pretty good for the most part too. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, and so normally what I do is I apply my sunscreen before my moisturizers, but this time I forgot, so I'm gonna just go ahead and throw that on. There's never a day that I do not put sunscreen on. And if you're wondering, the type that I use is the Face and Body Sunscreen, the SPF 30, and it's just looks like that. It's totally inexpensive, and the reason why I like it is, one, it smells really good, but it does not leave your face greasy at all. Like, it absorbs super good. I've never had an issue with it with my foundations or concealers. It works amazingly. So I'm going to go ahead and now prime my face. I'm just using the Benefit the Professional Matte Rescue, and I'm just going to throw that in the T-zone. And I don't know if I want to blend the other one with it. I'll decide later. I'm going to just use the Wet n Wild Photo Focused primer for the out perimeter of my face. Okay, I'll just cover it. Okay, so for foundation, I'm using the Lancome foundation. I cannot pronounce that, so that is the kind that I am using. And I'm gonna just pump a couple pumps on the back of my hand and get my damp beauty sponge and just tap it all in. And this foundation is a little dark for me, but I just always lighten it up with the concealer and then we're back in business. Okay, so let's hurry up and go into foundation. Concealer. I wanted to use these sample things that I got from Sephora when I ordered the Cover FX foundations, and they gave me 3 different shades, which none of them are my color. I have the N20, N40, and then N100. So what I want to try to do is see if I could just brighten up under with this, because I really want to try this, but the amount that they have is not going to cover my face. So like, that's not going to cover my face. I'm going to laugh if N20. Okay, so it is definitely on the thicker consistency for sure. I'm just gonna use this to substitute out my Maybelline Fit Me, and I just want to try this out. Yeah, I already used all of it, so that would have lasted me. Okay, so I am going now with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm using Fair Neutral. Okay, and now we're just gonna blend this out. At least the foundation that I use, it blends out nicely, and it has, just from what using Aura did, it has a good coverage, I guess. Definitely not full because I still see the freckles and everything, but it's not bad. I wouldn't mind actually trying it when getting a full bottle. But now thinking about it, N20 might have been my shade. But I'd have to definitely go try that out in store, because I'm horrible when it comes to foundations online. But I'm not mad. It looks really decent, so I might actually put a little more of the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, because it doesn't look, to me in person and also on camera, that it looks highlighted. So I just want to put a little bit more to really brighten up this area. Okay, and to set my face, I just bought more of the Laura Mercier powder, and I was not happy when I got it because I did not read, well, I wouldn't say I didn't read it, I really didn't see it, that it was a mini. So compared, where is it? I was expecting a bigger one. This is not the Laura Mercier powder, by the way, it's the RCMA. I just hate that packaging, so it's in this one. But I bought that one, and I'm just like, I was expecting to see the big one, so I was not happy with that at all. But I'm just too lazy to do the whole returning aspect, so I'm just dealing with it. Okay, so I am just getting my sponge, and I'm just going to tap that in. Okay. I'm not gonna lie though, with this mini though, they really did pack in the product, so there is quite a bit in here. So that's a plus to brighten up the fact that it's a mini. Okay, so bronzer, I'm just using the Ofra's Versatile bronzer and just bronze up everything. And I'm also gonna contour with this. So I've tried it before and I'm still trying to figure out how I like it as a contour, because you know, with the Benefit Hoola bronzer, you can definitely bronze with it, but then you can also contour and it still looks really great. This one, I don't know exactly how I feel about that with this kind. And I will definitely show you guys why. And then you guys can put down in the comments below what you see, and we might be on the same page here, but I don't know. So getting my contouring brush, actually I want to use my other one for this one just to see. I go in between two brushes. I think I put this in one of my other previous videos, but I go in between the Morphe R10 and the Crown brush, but it does not have a name. They're similar, but this one is a little more wider and maybe a little narrower. I don't know if you can really see all that great with it, but this one though I still like because it blends out perfectly. So I go in between, but since this one before I've tried, and with this bronzer I don't know, but I never tried it with this one, so we'll see, and then see if I might do a little better. Because I feel like this gives off a smoother application when you do it, as for this one it blends it, but it doesn't really, how can I explain it? It doesn't really press in, I guess you can say, and blend it nicely. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just, once you try, you'll know what I'm talking about. But with this brush though, I do have to admit, it is looking a little better. It's just also I like to have two different contour brushes that feel and apply a little differently. But this one's really not too bad. I like the way that this one applies this bronzer better than the Morphe R10. But with the nose contour though, I'm still, not with the brushes or nothing, it's just I feel like, because I normally love using the Benefit Hoola bronzer for my contouring for the nose, but this one is still, I'm still not too sure about it, because it's just not as ashy, like an ashy tone like the Hoola. Okay, so contour is done. Blush, I'm going to use the Sigma Heavenly Powder, which is that shade, and just getting my Morphe M530 brush and just put a little bit. Highlight today, I don't feel like doing a bunch, which is kind of shocking. So I'm just using the Sigma Peaceful powder blush, but I use it as the highlight because it is a really nice highlighted blush, but there's no blush in it. It's just, to me, it looks like a highlighter. So I'm just using a bit, just because today I have a few errands to run, but it's not completely, the errands I gotta do are not like, oh, I gotta get super ready. So I just wanna still look decent, but enough to where it's not too much. That's why I like this highlighter, because it's there, but it's subtle, but it looks very like a dewy within kind in a way. So that's why I really like this one. And it looks like it just melts, like it's just melted into the skin, and this one will never let me down. Okay, so brows, Same thing, just using the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, and I'm just going to hurry up and do that real quick. Okay, so that is all done now. Eyes, I'm definitely wanting to use the Stilla's Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. So I have the Rose Gold, Retro, Kitten Karma, and Smoldering Satin. Let's see. So I have the three. These are the mini ones. I just seen them on Sephora, and like I thought they were cute, so I just definitely wanted to get them. So I'm not too sure which one I want to use. I'm kind of eyeing more today for either Kitten Karma and Rose Gold, which are those two. But I kind of think I want to go in with Kitten Karma today. So I'm just going to be using the Morphe's 3502 palette, which I know a lot of you guys already seen, but if not, it's all of those pretty shades. So I think I want to kind of throw some mauves, like a mauvey orange. I don't know, but that's what I'm feeling. So let's get to it. I'm just going in with that first shade right now to do the transition. Okay, and so I'm now deciding I want to go, I think, into that shade right under the bright orangey shimmery one, and throw that in the right under the transition. I'm just doing it kind of lightly. Okay, cleaning off that brush. Same brush though. I want to use that shade right there. That, and just throw that all over it. Okay, so I'm just getting a more fluffier brush, and I'm just going back with the transition and that darker orange, and I'm just going to put this right over the mauve color. And going back in with that other brush with the mauve color and deepen it up a bit. Okay, as of right now, I'm just going to stop right there, and then I'm just going to grab the Stila shadow. Actually, I don't want to use that shade. I'm going to definitely use the Rose Gold Retro. Oh yeah, this is way better. And these definitely go a long way because I did both of the lids, which is the one time from just opening it. And yeah, so definitely goes a long way. I love these things. Okay, so I was thinking about deepening up the ends the outer corner of maybe a deeper purple. Should we just go for it? We'll go for it. Okay, I am actually going to be using a different brush that I normally use, the Inspire, but today I am wanting to use, oh, if I could grab it. I am wanting to just use the Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. So it's like that. It's a little more dense than the Inspire brush. Like this, like I like to really pack for darker shades. And yes, this is going to be a little more darker shade, but I don't want it precise. I want it to blow out and still blend in really nicely. So for starters, I'm just using this shade right there. I think I'm going to just jump over to that side if it's not the type of darkness or whatever I'm looking for. So grabbing a little bit of that, and let me get my mirror just so I have a mirror in front of me for this whole time. If you guys were wondering, I do have a big mirror, but for little things like this, I do like to have something a lot closer so I can really see what I'm doing. So let's see. And I think this is exactly the color I'm looking for. So I don't have to jump over to that other side. Who would have ever thought that mauves and oranges and browns and darker purples and all that would kind of go together? But I am really liking this. Just kind of swirling it in there. And don't worry, all that's going to be blended out with a different brush. And just blowing this out. The first mauve shade that we use, and I'm just going to definitely blow this one out on top and bring that in. And just make sure it's all blended out. I want to actually go in with a very smaller brush for that, like a smaller, thinner, which I'm using the Morphe M518 brush, picking that up just because it's a little more tapered of where I'm looking for, so it works out perfect. Okay, last but not least, getting that 2 browns and orange shade to definitely sum up everything. Yes. Okay, going back in with that same highlight we did for the face, and I am going